Tonight we're going to be doing a slow flow, so we'll be moving for a while. Really, we'll build some heat nice and slowly. And then we're going to do a little bit of breath work and just kind of cool it down so we can kind of just ease out of the day. So we're going to get started tonight in a child's pose. So you're going to find your way onto your mat. Bring your knees wide to the edges, big toes together to touch, sitting your hips back on your heels and walking your hands forward. If you would like to listen to my playlist today, you can head to the link in my Instagram bio, and it's the first link on the link tree. So you can play that if you'd like, and take your time if you need to get that going. And then when you're ready, just find your way into your child's pose, forehead down, arms coming out in front of you. And just take a moment there on your own. You can rock your head side to side. Begin to just connect with and notice your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your breath as it comes in and as it goes out. And as you breathe in, feel your ribs expand laterally and outwards. And as you breathe out, allow your ribs to contract back in and lower your heart towards the earth. And you can take this time to really tune into your body. Notice where you're holding tension tonight. See if with each breath you can begin to just let a little bit more of that tension go. You know, obviously we're all feeling all sorts of things these days. So just see if you can allow the movement and the breath to do their work and to help you to just find a little bit more grounding, a little bit more connection. So finding that breath in and out of your nose, nice and slow, smooth and steady. When you're ready, you'll keep breathing. Just walk your hands over to the right until they're off of your mat. You can keep your hands how they are. You can stack your left hand over your right, or you can reach your right hand back to your right heel and gently pull with your right hand. Press your hips over to the left to feel a nice stretch through your left side body. And consciously breathe into the left side of your ribs as you inhale, feeling those little muscles between your ribs lengthen and expand. And as you exhale, releasing the tension that you're holding there. And just a reminder, if you've just joined us, you can play my music, play my playlist by heading to the link in my bio and just clicking on the first link. Keeping that breath, when you're ready, you'll walk your hands back to center and then over to the left. And take whatever shape you took on the other side. So the hands can stay where they are. You can stack right hand on top of left. Maybe take the left hand on your left heel and gently pull yourself back and feel that side body stretch a little bit deeper on the right side. Release the foot if you have it. Walk your hands back to center. Just settle into your child's pose here for a moment. Taking a couple more deep breaths here. Finding that hug, that constriction in the back of your throat so that your breath feels textured and your exhales become audible. So they should kind of sound like an ocean wave. When you're ready, you're gonna rise on it to a tabletop position on your hands and knees. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees, and you can tuck your toes under to find a nice little stretch in your feet. On your inhale, come into your cow pose, lower your belly, press your heart forward and feel the belly and chest stretch. On your exhale, press into the earth, round your spine, lift the belly in and feel the back of the body opening up. Again, inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. Continue moving through that, matching your movements to your breath. And if you want to add on some neck rolls or hip circles or any other little movements, you're welcome to do that. Just help to loosen everything up from the day. Maybe close your eyes so you can really tap into the body here. It's really not worrying about what anything looks like, but rather what it feels like. And on your next inhale, come into your cow pose. So find that nice arch in the spine. Shift forward, lower your chest and chin to the earth. And then slide all the way down to your belly. Point your feet. Tense your fingertips out wide off of your mat so your elbows point up. And on a breath in, press into your fingertips. Peel your heart open. Exhale, dip your right shoulder and look to the left so you feel the right shoulder opening up. Inhale back to center. Exhale, dip left and look right. Do that 2 more times in each direction. Again, matching your movements to your breath rather than the other way around. So your breath is as slow as it can be. After you dip your left shoulder and look right, you'll come back to center. Just peel the heart open. And lower all the way down. Good. Press on up to your tabletop position. And from there, just step your feet back to plank. And then lift your hips high for downward facing dog. Spread your fingers really wide. And from there, just start to pedal out your feet. Sway your hips around. Open up the back of the legs. And when you're ready, you'll settle in with a nice straight back. So really press through the palms, lift through your belly. If you have tight hamstrings, bend the knees a little bit. And knit the front ribs together. Inhale your heels high. Bend your knees, look forward, and then step your feet behind your wrists. Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend the knees a lot so your torso drapes over your thighs. Find a ragdoll sliding. Pinky fingers into opposite elbow creases. You can even interlace the fingers behind the nape of the neck and wrap the elbows around. Create a little bit of traction in the cervical spine. And the tighter your lower back is here, the deeper the bend you want in your knees. And breathe. When you're ready, release your hands down. Continue to let your head hang really heavy. Bend your knees a lot and then slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Once you come all the way to stand, reach your arms up, bring your palms to touch overhead. And then take a back bend, lift up and back through your heart space. You'll have big stretch through the front of the body. And then exhale, palms through your heart, dive forward with a flat back and fold. Slide your fingertips halfway up your shins, draw your shoulder blades together, and then step your feet back to your high plank position. Pause here. Pick up your right foot, breathe in, feel your glutes strengthening. Exhale, tap right knee to right triceps. Inhale, float your right leg high to the sky. And then bend your right knee as much as you can. Stack your right hip over your left. Take a couple little circles with your knee and your ankle here. Stay really grounded through both hands. And keep the core nice and engaged. Good. After you get out all of those little snap, crackles, and pops, straighten your right leg high. And then bring your knee in towards your nose on your exhale. Find a little tiger pose. Inhale, right leg high. Lightly step your foot between your hands. So find a low lunge here. Tap your back knee down, tense your fingertips, and lift your heart, and just feel your left hip opening. Okay, the more you lift the belly and the deeper that stretch through the left psoas. Breathe in here. And then step your left foot to meet your right at the top of your mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Forward fold, release. Rise to stand, arms high, palms touch. Lift out of your lower back as you take that back bend. And then dive forward and fold. Keep it slow, lifting halfway, breathe in. Step back to plank on your breath out. And then again, pause in your plank position. Big toes are together to touch. Okay, breathing here. And when you're ready, pick up your left foot and point the foot, just like we did on the other side. Breathe in there. Exhale, tap your left knee to your left triceps. Three-legged down dog, left leg high. Bend your left knee and stack your hips. From here, take those little circles with your knee, circles with your ankle. Let everything open up. And breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine. Inhale, lift the left leg high. And lightly step your foot between your hands. Tap your back knee down, belly in, lift your heart. And breathe, drawing the shoulders away from your ears. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway. Forward fold, release. Urdhva Hastasana, rise to stand. Palms touch, take that back bend. And fold forward. Find your halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back to your plank position. Hold it there, breathe into your plank. And then pick up your right foot, point the right foot, and pause there. Feel the back of your right leg and your glute muscles strengthening there, breathe in. Exhale, tap right knee to right triceps. Keep it slow. Lift your right leg high. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Right knee into your nose, find your little tiger pose. Lift your right leg back up. And lightly step your foot between your hands. This time, keep your back knee lifted. Lower your hips, lift your heart. And then start to straighten out your right leg. Find a little modified pyramid. That leg does not have to go all the way straight. You want to make sure you keep the hands on the ground and your belly close to your thigh. The back heel can stay lifted, or you can play with lowering it down. And just feel how those little changes feel in your body. When you decide where to settle in, maybe hug that right hip back a little bit and fold deeper. And then we'll take that breath to movement. Take an inhale, bend your right knee, lift your heart. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Once more, breathe in. And breathe out. Come into your lunge. Spin your back heel flat and rise up to warrior two. You can straighten and bend your right leg a couple of times, get into that right hip. And when you're ready, settling in stillness. Really active through both arms, guiding that right thigh straight ahead. Breathe in and out. Stay low, reverse your warrior. You can bring that left hand behind your back, float your right arm up and back, and a nice big side stretch. Option to take the right hand behind the head and deepen the stretch in your shoulder. And really try to breathe into your right side body. Keep opening that right thigh so it doesn't buckle in. Inhale, rise up, straighten your right leg, float your palms to face up. Start to reach forward, shift your hips back, and then tick-tock your arms, come into your triangle. Okay, so you can take the right hand on the right shin to give yourself some support. If you want it to be more active, press the back of the right hand against the inner calf. Make sure you're really active in lifting through that top hand. And breathe. Building that core strength, building that heat. Staying with your breath in and out of your nose. Now start to lunge again. Reverse your warrior, sweep your right arm up and back again. You can take that half bind. Big, big stretch. Inhale here. And then frame your right foot. Find your low lunge. Tap your back knee down just like we did earlier. Reach your right arm to the sky. Take a twist. Good. Feel that twist coming through your mid-back. Twist a little bit deeper. And then frame your foot. Step back to your plank on your inhale. You have the option to stay here or shift forward, chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra from your chaturanga. And then use your abs to lift your hips high, downward facing dog. If you're holding your plank, you can stay there. We're all gonna shift back to that plank position. And then pick up your left foot, hover it. Hold it, feel that strength you're creating. Breathe in. Exhale, tap your left triceps. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Knee to nose, find that little tiger pose. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Low lunge, lightly step your foot through. Back knee stays lifted, lower your hips, lift your heart. And then straighten out your left leg for that modified pyramid shape. Holding this first one, finding that length in your lower back. You can play with lowering your right heel, lifting it. And when you're ready, settling in and finding the shape that you took on the other side. Staying with your breath. And knowing that if your breath starts to get shortened or kind of weak, you can take it back a notch. This breath is always our guide. And take a few more breaths. And then we'll go through that breath movements on your inhale, lunging, lifting your heart. Exhale, straighten your left leg. One more time, breathe in and out. Lunge, spin your back heel flat. Warrior two, rise on up. And just like the other side, you can straighten and bend that left leg a couple of times. When you're ready, settling in, lunging, maybe picking up your toes, spreading them wide. Use that outer left hip to open up the thigh and get really active through your arms, through your hands, through your fingertips. But relax your shoulders. Inhale, reverse, warrior, reach up and back. You can take that half bind. You can take the left hand behind your head. Breathe into your side body. Feel that opening. And then rise up, straighten your left leg. Open the palms to face the sky. Reach forward, shift your hips back, back, back. And then tick-tock your arms for triangle. Try to firm up your thigh muscles and try to rotate your left rib cage towards the ceiling. You can take the more active variation and try to be as active as you can through all four limbs. Stay with your breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lunge, reach up and back up. Big side stretch. Frame your foot, low lunge. Tap your back knee down, right palm on the earth. Twist your left arm to the sky. Feel that twist coming through your mid-back. Lift up, breathe in. Exhale, frame your foot. Step back to plank. Either stay or lower halfway. You can always tap the knees down. Cobra with the thighs down, or up dog with the thighs lifted. Downward facing dog. Take a big full breath in there. Open mouth, exhale. Shift forward to a plank. Tap your knees down wide and find your child's pose again. So big toes touch, hips back. Melt your forehead to the earth. And you can rock your forehead side to side. Just feel your heartbeat slowing down. And then lift your chest. Thread your left arm underneath your right. Take a little twist here. So option one is to stay right there. If you want to take it deeper, you can play with taking a half bind. You can also play with taking a prayer twist, stacking right palm on top of the left and creating that nice straight line between your elbows. And try to feel the inside of your left shoulder blade opening up, lengthening back out. With each inhale, lengthening the spine. With each exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. Inhale to unwind. And on your exhale, thread your right arm under your left. So just take the same thing on the other side. Again, you can stay there. You can take your half bind. Or you can stack the palms and take your prayer twist. Breathe into the inside of your right shoulder blade. One more full breath. And then inhale to unwind, come back to your child's pose, settle in. And inhale will rise you up to tabletop, and then step your feet back to plank. And find your plank position. This time, pick up your right foot. Again, feel the back of the body strengthening. Core is strong. Breathe in. Exhale, tap your right triceps. Inhale, straighten the leg back. Now tap your left triceps and straighten the right leg through. Fallen triangle. Spin your left heel down, reach your left arm high. See if you can keep the right shoulder stacked over the wrist, and then float the left arm up and over. Feel that big side stretch through your left side body. Ground down through your right fingertips. Breathe in here, open up the heart a little bit, and then take your palm down to the ground. Float your right knee into your chest and lift the leg high. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. This time, lower your hips, just lift your heart. And then as you start to straighten out your right leg, step your left foot up and come into your full pyramid. So the back heel spins down, right leg straightens, and again, you can keep a bend in the right knee, or you can fold over that leg. Left toes point towards the top left edge of the mat, and the heel is pressing down. If you want more, you can flex the right toes back and or walk the hands to the outside of the right foot or ankle and keep hugging that right hip back. And breathe. Feel the belly of the hamstrings lengthening out, opening up. See if you can keep your awareness on the present moment, your breath, your body. And if your mind wanders, rather than attaching to the thought or the emotion or whatever comes up, just letting it go and coming back. Good. Start to bend into your right knee. Keep your back heel down. Rise on up to warrior one this time. Bump your right hip back in line with your left, so your feet should be hips width distance apart. Scoop the lower belly in. And then soften the shoulders as you reach the arms overhead. Breathe in here. On your exhale, open arm twist to the right. So keep the lower body the same. Feel the mid back twisting open. 2 more. Inhale, sweep your right arm down and up. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Look forward, exalt your warrior. Right hand to your left thigh. Sweep your left arm up and back. And a nice, big front of the body stretch here. Breathe into the belly, breathe into the heart. Keep the legs really strong, lift up. Inhale your right arm high. And now eagle your left arm underneath your right. So you can wrap the palms or you can grab opposite shoulders. Lift the elbows in line with your shoulders and then press them forward so you feel the upper back and the rear delts, the back of your shoulders stretching out. Lift the lower belly in. Inhale to lift the fingertips up and back. And then exhale, round your spine. Tap elbows to right knee or take your right shoulder inside of your right thigh. 2 more nice and slow with the breath. Inhale to lift up. Take a little back bend. Exhale, round and curl. 1 more, breathe in. And breathe out. Now lift up. Press into your right foot and then guide your left knee into your chest, single leg Tadasana. Find your balance here. Press down through the right foot as you lift through the crown of your head. Keep pressing the forearms forward. And when you're ready, eagle your left thigh over your right. So really cross the thighs. You can tap the left toes to the ground outside of your right foot for a little support. You can let the foot dangle or you can let it wrap around the right calf. Sit low in the legs, but lift through your upper body. So it's like you're getting heavier in your lower body, but lighter in your upper body. Find length through the sides of the neck. And then stay here. If you feel stable, you can play with taking a couple little eagle crunches, rounding the spine, belly in, tap your elbows to your left thigh. And you can stay there, do that 2 more times, breathing in, lifting up. Breathing out, rounding and curling. And inhale, we'll lift your left thigh into your chest, reach your arms up overhead. Find that long, tall body. And then bring your big toes to touch and find a forward fold. Lift halfway. Toe squat, tense your fingertips, lift your heels. Press into the fingertips to round and curl your spine. Chin to chest. And then you can roll your neck side to side. Catch your breath here. If you're wanting to build more heat, you can play with balancing the hands at the heart center. Coming back to your breath. Take 1 more inhale. Hands down, hips up, forward fold. Lift halfway. Step back to plank and hold it. Taking it through to the other side. Pick up your left foot, breathe in. Tap your left triceps. Hover your left foot back, keep your plank. Tap your right triceps. Straighten the left leg through, fallen triangle. Reach your right arm up and then overhead. Create that nice rainbow shape with your body. Feel the right side stretching out. And then just start to open the chest a little bit, bend the left knee, breathe in. Exhale your palm down and your left knee into your nose. Inhale, left leg high. Lightly step your foot between your hands. Find your low lunge, breathe in. And then step your right foot up enough to get the back heel down and come into your pyramid. So the heels are not in line, they're separated a little bit. This way you can square your hips off. Bump that left hip back in line with your right, and then fold. Again, you can keep a bend in the knee, you can flex the toes back, or you can walk the hands outside of the left foot or ankle. And hold it there as you breathe. If you find a slight engagement through the front of your thighs, you'll be able to feel the back of your thighs lengthening out a little bit more. So again, you can just play here with little movements with the body and just feel how it feels in your body. See where you're holding tension, and then stay there. When you're ready, warrior one, bend your left knee and reach your arms up. Okay, make sure you square that right hip forward. You can always take that left foot forward a little bit, and then lift the lower belly in. So you find a slight tilt of the pelvis, arms up overhead. Back leg is strong, and you should feel the back calf muscles and the front of the hip opening. Breathe in here. Open arm twist to the left. Sweep your left arm down and up, inhale. Again, exhale, open arm twist. One more, down and up, breathe in. And breathe out. Look forward. Left hand to the back of your right thigh. Sweep your right arm up and back in that nice, big front of the body stretch, like there's a crescent moon on your backside. Imagine a string lifting your heart, keeping that compression out of your lower spine. Inhale your left arm up, upright your torso, and then eagle your right arm underneath your left. Again, you can grab opposite shoulders or grab the palms. Breathe in, start to lift the elbows up and back, find that back bend. Exhale, belly in, round and curl your spine. Tap the elbows to the knee or take the shoulder inside of the thigh. Two more, lift up and back, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Lift up. And round and curl your spine. Good, lift up on your inhale. Start to shift the weight into your left foot, and then just float the right knee into your chest. Lift the lower belly in, flex your right foot, and on your exhale, cross your right thigh over your left. You can tap the toes down, sit your hips back and down. So most of the weight's in the left heel. Again, the right toes can dangle, wrap, or they can stay on the ground. Squeeze your thighs together and lift up through your pelvic floor as you sit low. Lift through your belly and your fingertips as you lift up through the crown of your head. And stay here, or if you feel balanced, you can exhale, take a little eagle crunch, and stay there. Do two more nice and slow. Breathing in, lifting up. Breathing out, rounding and curling. Feel your abs working. As you inhale, feel your back working. As you exhale, abs working. Slowly unwind, lift your arms and your right leg. Grow tall. Press through your left foot, breathe in. Big toes touch, fold forward. Lift halfway. Exhale, find that toe squat again. So heels up, round and curl. Stay here, or again, you can play building a little bit more heat, guiding the palms to your heart. And then you play lifting the arms up. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale to center. Open arm twist to the left. Inhale to center. We'll all meet in a forward fold, hands down, hips up. Separate your feet, hips width distance or wider, and we'll take gorilla pose. So flip to the tops of your hands. Slide your hands under your feet so your toes meet the wrists. So you might have to bend the knees a lot to step on your hands. That's okay. Lift your heart, draw the shoulders out of your ears, and then fold over the legs. Okay, let the head hang, you can shake it out. Shift the weight towards your toes so you feel that pressure on your hands and you feel a release through your wrists. Good. And take a few more breaths, breathing in and out. Maybe an open mouth exhale if your heart's beating fast. Release the hands from under your feet. Take a halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back to your plank. Tap the knees down and find puppy pose. So walk your hands forward, melt your heart to the earth. Bring your palms together, bend your elbows and take your thumbs behind the nape of your neck. From here, walk the elbows forward. Sit the hips back slightly so you feel that opening through your side body, through your shoulders, through your chest. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten out your arms. Slide to your belly. And find a Sphinx pose for a moment. So prop yourself up on your forearms. Draw your shoulders down your back. And you can stay here, or if you have a really open lower back, you can work towards straightening the arms. Shoulders back and down, belly lifting in. Nice long neck. So you're either down on the forearms or you're lifted. Take a breath in and out. Lower down to the forearms. We'll all lower to the chest. Interlace your fingers behind your lower back or just squeeze the palms together above your lower back. Bring your legs together and then lift up into Shalabhasana. Lift your head, your chest, your legs, and your feet. Keep the back of your neck long and feel your backside strengthening and lengthening out. Breathe in to lift higher. Breathe out to squeeze your thighs together. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Release all the way down. Press up to your tabletop position. And lift your hips high for downward facing dog. Settle in. Take a big full breath in. And out. Lift your right leg high. And guide your right knee behind your right wrist to come into your pigeon. So tap the shin down. Straighten your left leg back behind you. Lift your heart and take a moment here to set up. So square the hips off. If you feel any pain or pinching in your right knee, you can lay on your back and do the supine variation. When you're ready, you're going to start to crawl the hands forward and surrender down to your forearms. Maybe you stack the hands, lower your forehead down, or maybe bring the forehead all the way to the earth and straighten your arms. And breathe into your right hip here. Really feel it opening. Again, if that doesn't feel good in your knee, just lay on your back. Cross right ankle over your left thigh and hug your left thigh into your body. And take a few deep breaths there. In through the nose. And out of your nose. Feel your ribs expand outwards as you inhale. And feel everything ground down towards the earth as you exhale. Good. And just allowing all of the tension to melt away. Settling in. When you're ready, come on up to your palms. Tuck your toes under. And then take your right leg back, hover it above the ground. You can just shake it out. And from here, you're gonna start to spin your left heel down and step your right foot behind you. Take a big side stretch first, and then maybe take it into your wild thing. Start to open up the chest. Take a back bend. Breathe into the belly. And then use your abs to slowly flip over. Downward facing dog. Press into the earth, lift through your belly, breathe in. And out. Lift your left leg high. Guide your left knee behind your left wrist. Set the shin down and find your pigeon or your supine figure four on this side. Take a moment here. Square everything off. Flex your left toes and point the right toes straight back behind you. Feel the left hip beginning to open up, and when you're ready, fold over your left leg. And again, try to support the neck if you can. If not, it's okay. You can just let the chin hang down, maybe rock the head side to side. And just return to your breath. Right, as we take these slower postures, first just realizing that we're still using the breath to take little subtle movements so that we can go deeper into the posture. But also just taking note as we slow down, noticing if your mind begins to get a little bit busier, knowing that that's normal. And as the thoughts and emotions arise, rather than attaching to them, just noticing them and then letting